here. No? That's not the door. And welcome to day 3 in Marseille. As you can see, we're standing in front of the beach. This is called Plage Catalan. It's the most popular beach and it's actually in the city center, which is why it's crowded. Today is a Tuesday and you can see there's a lot of people. I don't know if you can tell from here, but there's a white little buoy over there, which is 100 meters away from the shore. That's where we're going today because under it there's actually an underwater museum. So I'm doing it's very windy, which is also why we're holding a towel in front of the camera to block the wind. I will be adding the waterproof case on the camera, and that's why I'm doing this explanation here, so you guys can hopefully hear me. So the buoy is 100 meters away from the shore, and the sculptures, there's 10 sculptures. This was opened in 2021. They're under 5 meters from the water surface. I've never done anything like this before, so fingers crossed. I don't know how it's gonna go. We're gonna go give Poseidon, who's the king, the god of the sea, a visit under the water. So let's go. Oh, one more thing that's important. The sculptures were actually made with a material that attracts sea life, and there's already a starfish that made a mansion for itself and it's living there, so maybe we'll get to see him too. Let's go. We arrived at the destination. It's so wavy that I think it might not be as visible under the water, but this is the buoy we're holding on to right now. I'm gonna attempt to go in at least like 1 meter down to see if I can see anything. If we can see one statue, I would be happy. Okay. I think we're gonna go back now, and I'll put some photos for you guys to see what it should have looked like. And that concludes our attempt to see the underwater museum. There's also one in Cannes. I'll include the links in the description. If you guys are around here, you can check them out. Hopefully you'll have better luck with the wind and the waves. With this underwhelming underwater museum, we're gonna go grab some delicious Armenian food from Guyana. So I'll see you guys there. We're here, we're finally at Shegaya. I've been very excited during this trip to come and visit her. She's an amazing lady. We're gonna get to talk to her and get to know her a little bit more. I don't know if you guys recognize, we are standing in front of the oldest building in Marseille here. So this, actually I noticed Shegaya through the trip that we were doing, the walking trip that we did in the last video. And we were walking from that street and I noticed the pomegranate. Okay, I lost my English. I noticed the pomegranate sign and I really wanted to come see what's the story here. So this is couleur grenade. I think in French it means the color of a pomegranate. I think so. So yeah, let's go in, let's get to know Gaia and talk to her a little bit.
Voilà, restoran spacelem chors dariarach, Marcelo, yes, Leonidsen, bites, Arevidak Shatlava. Haigagan udeli ki vurish ban em sarkum, vorovede vaister miain haigagan hayer chengalis. Chat franceren galisen ster ou bayete gouzen voilà charuna gang voilà haigagan kinika haigagan biva stera salsaka rien à voir amare miain durse mashratum dara hamar mikich désordonnée, tu sais bon c'est ça. Voilà. Mikaniadne garner menatselen, provedev amenich pochelem. Voilà. Ekek. Imcho anotsa. Yes, menage mashradoum. Voilà. Taboulé. Tzatziki, West Jager, Amos. Sarma. Asain, hamovat etche. Şadlavne. Şadlav. Ay, şadlava. Nair inşone meister. Hop. Okay. Voilà. Genatsi yerguazar yote tvagani. Yes genatsi hayastan. Sovorelu hayeren. Dara hamar mikijvat em khosum generek. Voilà. U steritz Francia. Chatki chem khosum hayeren. Absosa bait tensa. U Jamanagov. Comment on dit je perds? Je perds. Gorseti. Hayırınız generik. Betke genam hayastan. Khoselu hamar. Shatem garotum hayastan.
It's really inspiring to see the Armenians here and how they're operating their businesses, their stories, and how they keep going. And this is an amazing location. This is literally in next to the old port where we were staying. So it's a very touristic location. So for her to be doing this on her own, I think it's amazing. She prepares everything here and she keeps going. So definitely make sure when you're in Marseille, come by, check her out. I'll include the link in the description on Google Maps probably. I'll pin the location so you guys can find her and taste that amazing dolma that I just had. We're gonna probably grab something refreshing to drink and head on to the next place. This is how you get refreshed in Armenian. I really missed Giligya beer. So cheers, Ganats to you guys. And for our last activity in Marseille, we were walking in the old port, and we saw these little cute ferries that we can take to an island. So that's what we're going to be doing. Typically, these ferries will also take you to the Chateau d'If, Chateau If, I think is the name, which has a lot of history, which I would have loved to go there. However, because as we know, the theme of the day, that it's windy and everything is canceled in Marseille, a great thing to know. I think when it's windy, things get shut down here. They're not going to be stopping at that chateau. So we're gonna go to the last island that it takes us, and then we'll be back. So we'll be spending about an hour in the island. I have no idea what's there, so we will explore together. Once we leave the port, apparently we have to go inside. Maybe it's the whole wind situation again. So that's what we're gonna do. I fully understand why they asked us to go in. This is insane. It's like a roller coaster. Oh my god. Yeah, this is, I don't know. We'll get there. safely. We're slow again. It literally was a crazy ride. This is the island that we're gonna get off on. For an hour, we're gonna explore, and then we'll head back on a roller coaster ride. They closed the door. We're stuck here. No? That's not the door. The island name I'm reading now is Friul. Hello, Friul. First stop on the island is Temple of Karni. Okay, moving forward. Couple of fun facts is that this island is 7 kilometers away from Marseille, and this wall behind me, it's kind of like a bridge. It connects 2 of the 4 islands that are here together. So it's like you walk on top of it, you go to the island behind. Since we only have an hour, I don't think we're gonna go to the next island. We're just trying to navigate our way around this one, and it's getting cold. We are now in attempts to fly a drone in this wind. It is struggling, but I'll show you guys what the footage looks like after. Now, I'll put it on the screen if there's any footage, if we don't lose the drone. This concludes our trip to this island. We're going back. This is the last boat that takes us. I think if you have more than an hour, it's a very calm place with lots of restaurants. So you can enjoy more, go around. We enjoyed with the drone. We walked around a little bit, but we want to make sure we get back on this boat because we're going back to Marseille. I hope you enjoyed all the videos from Marseille. I think it's definitely worth the visit. There's so much to do. We fit so many things within 3 days, so I hope you can too. I hope you can do that too. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.